If you're waiting for the Pixel 5a, we have a ton of very confusing reports in typical Google fashion. As yes, it looks like the Google Pixel 5a 5G is cancelled, but then that might depend on where you're at. We have some more details on the LTPO displays that are coming for the iPhone 13 series. And if you can't wait for Apple's AirPods 3, well, it seems that a lot of people can't wait either. I'm Jaime Rivera, and today's Friday. I finally remembered yet another reason just to be thankful for the fact that things are slowly getting back to normal. This is Pocketnow Daily. Let's end the week like we always do with deals. Let's start it off with the M1 MacBook Pro, which is currently $100 off, leaving the entry-level variant for $1,199. If you're looking for a more powerful variant, quote-unquote, the 16-inch MacBook Pro is available for $300 off on Amazon, leaving the 16 gigs of RAM, 1 terabyte of storage model for $24.99. For those of you asking for more Windows laptops, the Dell XPS 13, which I actually love, is available for $500 off, leaving it at $2,000 shipped. Moving on to Verizon, they have the Galaxy Buds Pro in a bundle where you can get two for $325, meaning you can save $75 in that process. Finally, speaking of Samsung, yes, their spring deals are still going. You can still get the S21 for $100, the S21 Plus for $200, and the Ultra for just $500 if you have a device for trade-in. We have more deals on Amazon Fire Sticks, more laptops, and other products in the description below. Now let's talk about roadmaps and SoCs, as it seems that Apple's success story with their Apple Silicon is something that other companies want to replicate, but there's a catch. I mean, last week we had a report that Google is working on their own SoC, and now it looks like Xiaomi and OPPO want to do the same. Now, according to a Digitimes report, Chinese smartphone makers like Xiaomi and OPPO are working on launching their own 5G processor between late 2021 and early 2022. Now, in case you didn't know, the world is currently going through a chip shortage, hence the catch, causing products to be delayed like the PS5. So we don't know exactly how well this is going to work for Xiaomi and OPPO. Sadly, all we know at the moment is that, that these chips could be Sub-6 5G compatible. So we'll see if they actually manage to launch these later this year due to the shortage going on. I honestly feel that this is what the companies are doing in order to be able to secure some supply, given that they're probably dealing with issues with Qualcomm, or I don't know. This is me just speculating, so we'll keep you posted, and let's hope that it doesn't affect the performance of their products going forward, and it doesn't complicate things more with Android, which is only going to be a problem. Now, probably for the most hilarious news today, let's move the spotlight onto Apple and, their upcoming AirPods, as well, it looks like somebody said, if Apple is not going to release these, we will. Because if you remember, according to a Ming-Chi Kuo report from March 14th, AirPods 3 are supposed to start mass production until Q3 2021. But the reason we're covering this is that before you're fooled by a new development, which is the fact that there are counterfeit AirPods 3 already in the market, as shown on TikTok and Twitter. And they look exactly like those images that we got leaked a couple of months ago. And we know that Cupertino has an entire team based on taking down counterfeit products, but this is kind of funny considering that these aren't even out yet and they just went on with the leaked design. It also kind of shows us how crazy leaks have been this past year. So yeah, Apple, like, when is this event coming? Because people are getting impatient, and that includes us. But all right, let's keep talking Apple on a more serious note, this time about the iPhone 13's display. A ton of leaks have evolved around those LTPO panels that we're expecting, and today we have some more details on how these will happen. According to another report from Digitimes, Apple suppliers for these displays will be Samsung and LG respectively, with the transition from LTPS to LTPO being most likely completed in the first half of 2021. However, even with the transition ending early, their capacity might be lower than usual due to the added complexity, so Apple might turn to BOE to handle the rest of the displays. And I know, BOE has failed multiple quality tests for Apple, but they are reportedly testing LTPO displays at an Apple-dedicated section at their own factories. So yes, we are expecting these LTPO displays on both iPhone 13 Pro models running ProMotion 120Hz refresh rate. And by the way, this also considers 15 to 20% less power consumption given the prowess of the A15 chip if they actually are able to launch the damn chip with a shortage. Anyways, a win-win if they actually pull it off. And finally, for the hottest news today, let's talk Google and the frenzy of Pixel leaks that have just happened today. So just bear with me here. Let's start with that chip shortage we are talking about earlier in the show. According to a tweet from John Prosser this morning, the Google Pixel 5a has just been canceled due to it, and the Pixel 4a and 4a 5G will continue to be sold through the rest of the year. Now, this report has been confirmed by Android Central when they spoke to one of their sources that claimed that Google engineers would continue to focus on the Pixel 4a 5G for software testing for the future. Which, if you think about it, pretty much makes sense as the hardware was pretty much the same. However, here's the thing, there's another report from 9to5 Google citing a Google spokesperson that claims that the Pixel 5a 5G is not canceled and it will be available, but with the catch that it will only be in Japan and the United States, and it will be in line with the A series when introduced last year in October. So bottom line, the Pixel 5a won't be coming at Google I/O. It will only be available in the US and Japan. And oh, that Pixel Watch will also reportedly only come until October as well, with a pretty nice design according to Prosser. But then that leads us to even asking, what are we getting at Google I/O if not software at a time when we expected to get so much hardware? Anyways, let us know in the comments down below, what do you think about another delay for the Pixel 5a, which last year was just crazy but made sense with the pandemic. Now we've got the shortage. Because in my case, I don't know. I'm curious as to what Google plans to do mostly with their chip if they end up pulling that off more than the 5a. So I'm pretty much okay with it, but that's just me. Leave us a comment down below. We'd love to know your opinion. Friends, again, if you want to get the news earlier, follow us on Pocketnow.com and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this one. You can also follow us on social medias. Our extended coverage happens on Instagram, and follow me on my personal handles to see me try to celebrate Fridays again. Please give this video a thumbs up if you like what you saw. I'm Jaime Rivera. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you next week.